Well, I've been slacking on farm videos, but I did get the cows over here for about 3 or 4 weeks, and they ate the field down well. Just bush hogged everything down this past week, and it is ready to be planted in the permanent fescue pasture next week. So before that gets planted, got the cabin site laid out. It's going to go right here, and it ended up being a little bit longer than I anticipated. It was going to be, or let me say wider. It was going to be longer and narrower, but now it's going to be wider and not as deep because the county's making me stay off the pond farther than I was expecting. So I've got to take out about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more trees right here and a couple little small ones. I was hoping to leave them, but I want to definitely save my big white oaks. That's the whole purpose of putting it right here. But pretty much right here, this row of trees right here has to come off. Really, it's just these 3 or 4 right here, but I don't know, that one pine tree is just going to look very random staying out there by itself. So I'll probably take it down and then just kind of open that up and get all this nice and leveled up for that. I know this one right here is going to give me a fit because that's that one that had the gum tree tied to it or attached to it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and come in here and grab all this small stuff out and kind of drop everything right here in the corner of the field. That way I can push it all to the edge. And Clint, when he came back the other day, we grabbed my old 220, brought it back here to the farm so I can do a little bit of stuff that I want to do around here. So that's today's project, get those trees down. I don't have a dump truck or nothing to be able to haul brush, but I can put some brush on the trailer. I'll probably take the track loaders, bring over here and put the stumps in the bucket and just cart them back over there, and we'll go from there. So I grabbed the stumper, I'm gonna unload it and go ahead and start. I'll probably just start taking a couple of those hardwoods down and dropping them into that pine tree, or I don't know, I might need to go ahead and just take that pine tree down. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I really didn't want to have to take any more trees down, but it's just not going to fit in here the way I wanted it to. It's going to be a big open spot here now, but that's fine. I guess once it's kind of landscaped around, that's why the pond is not filled up no more than it has. It's just been, I don't want to jinx myself. We've had some rain, but we've not had any big soaking rains to like really get a lot of runoff. Which I'm not complaining because it's made working a lot easier. There that I think I'm gonna leave. It kind of looks horrible, but I'm hoping it'll fill out. I want to leave something, a little shade back there, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot that can stay between the cabin and the pond here. I got a big white oak right over there. I'm doing my best not to damage. So if I've got to drop this stuff out in the field, I've got to drop it out in the field. I don't want to break any branches off of that oak tree. I like about this farm was the nice kind of scenic backdrop of all these trees along the edge of the field, pretty pasture, pond. So I know I take down plenty of trees, but it really bothers me to take these down because it's kind of screwing up that tree line. But it'll all work out. Alright, well, let me get these down and put the stumper on, dig around that pine tree, and I think I'm going to go ahead and drop that first and just kind of keep working my way out, getting all those cleaned up and dropped out here into the field. So I put the stumper on the 220. It looked like a little baby stumper. And I got so used to that great big thing on the 330. This feels like a little garden pick here. Pluck some weeds out. But it's right here, this tree's like right here at the corner of the foundation, so it keeps me from having to dig it too cold. I'm fine with that. It might go over, let's see. Let me get situated here at a good straight angle. Outside, it's gonna make a good thud. And here we go again. Timber. And I managed to leave my flag. Looky there, looky there. Alright, let me get this rolled out of the way where I can cut it up. And go ahead and get this thing out of the way here so I can go ahead and drop a couple more. Down a white oak and a poplar tree now. No blowing the dust out. That's one thing I regret on not getting on the new excavator, and I don't know why it didn't cross my mind, was the reversing engine fan. What it does is like every 30-45 minutes it stops and changes direction and blows all the dust out of the radiator, which is pretty cool. Never crossed my mind for some reason when I ordered my 220 last year. Some boards cut out of it for trusty rusty. It needs some decking boards. it breaks my heart to see a white oak tree come down. I love white oak trees. But I'd rather lose this one than that great big one over there. That's why I ended up sliding the cabin down. I didn't want the foundation to even be in the drip line of that tree, which is always a smart idea if you don't want to damage the tree. Is to make sure you don't damage the roots, and the roots normally go out. If you look up above to wherever the branches are, they call that the drip line. And if you're within that, there's a good chance that you're damaging some tree roots. The pine trees, you can kind of get a little closer to those because they have more of a, you know, tap root. But the big oak trees, poplar trees, maple trees, most of your hardwood trees spread out. A gum tree, you can cut it off at the ground, it'll sprout back. But my luck is I dig beside it and it dies, so everything within about 15 feet of it's going to come down. It's a whole lot easier to take it down right now than it is after it's built. To tell you what to do. Oh, that put branches in the field. Hey there. Something. Alright, let me cut these up real quick. I'll take down those. There's 3 trees left. Making good progress. Getting it knocked out. This is going to be the last tree to come down. It is a very tall pine tree. About 20 inches or so. Flag markers there. But I did anyway, so here we go. I think I can sit right there and push it down. I probably could have left this tree, but I was afraid there's nothing blocking the wind right here. And you you know how it is. You go and leave it. You leave a big tree, and then, you know, if it falls, you got a problem then. And it would just make that cabin a split level. So I'm gonna make the decision here to bring it down. Here we go. Timber. You can get about a 60-foot straight telephone pole out of that log. Cut that up, and then it's going to be about time to load some brush onto a trailer. Haul it over there. Let's haul off a load of brush. So I'm just going to pile it onto the trailer and take the 953 and push it off. That's my plan. How well it works, we'll find out here in about 5 minutes. Fastest way, I think, to move brush the way over there. Not so worried about the loading and the hauling, it's the unloading. I don't know how well that's going to work. But you don't know till you try. Hoping I can open up the 4-in-1 bucket and just shove it right off the trailer. But that is yet to be determined how well that's going to work. Alright, let me do all that. We'll see how that goes. Let's go for a little ride around the farm, hauling brush. Hope the 953 starts. It didn't, first time it's never started was the other day when Clint and Kevin were here. Of course, it'd been, you know, a month or so since I've used it. But I got the jump box. We'll find out here in a second. Are we gonna start? Are we going to start? So that is an exhaust pipe in there. That's a heat shield. I don't have a 10-inch stack on here. Everybody thinks I have a 10-inch exhaust stack, but I don't. Let's see. I don't think we ran it enough the other day to even remotely charge it up, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let's see. We got lights. Nope. All right, I got the jump box. Let's jump it. Take 2. All right, let's go push some brush off the trailer. Last load of brush on the trailer ended up being, that's load number 4, and I think four or five scoops of stumps with the 953. So got a few logs right there. Just parked the excavator. Trees are down. I was thinking about taking that maple down, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm hoping it kind of bushes out and then provides some shade back there on the back porch. We'll see. If not, it's small enough to knock down later. But yep, it's open now. I don't really like that gum tree, but you got to stop somewhere. If not, you'll end up with no trees. But I like my big oak tree there. Nice shady spot right here now. And I'm gonna go get the skid steer and come over here after I go over there and push that off. Come over here to the skid steer and rake all this out, level it up, get it nice and smooth. Let's go get the skid steer now. Would you just look at that? It's like somebody was smart enough to finally put a gate in down here. Well, that made easy access to get over here to grade out the lot up here. Let's go slick that up. And the cabin lot is now complete. I just gotta load those logs up one day next week and haul them off. I'm gonna move the excavator over here so it's not in the way. Field should get planted tomorrow, so now all that is ready. I won't tear up anything having to drop any more trees, so that all worked out great. And I'll finish the day out with the 977, pushing all that brush up into a pile over there. Can't forget Betty, so I'll get that going here in a little bit and push the pile up. But yeah, I got to relay these flags out and everything, but it's pretty much a 28 by 40 right here, pretty much a rectangle with a front and back porch. So should be a nice little cabin here. Hopefully get started on that next spring, but got to do all the surveying and get the county to approve it. So everything's going to take a little bit of time. Well, let's finish out the day on old Betty here. Push up the burn pile, all the wood I hauled up there. See if this thing will start. I do have the jump box if it does not, but Clint did run it for a few minutes the other day, so maybe it charged up. Hadn't been used in about a month or so. Let's see. Nope, we need some lightning bolts.